Comfortable? Cool. All right. This is it. What's up, guys? Welcome.
Hey.
We have Backyard Revival, 3/4 of them. Well, three quarters, 3/4.
The good-looking 3/4. Unfortunately, it's not video.
Yes, it is.
Oh wait.
So we have proof.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm glad I
Yeah,
missed
no,
it.
it is. It's YouTube, so this is gonna be cool. We are missing Kevin Van Dyke. That's okay. We're making plans for him to come on here solo, so it's gonna work out
Yay.
anyway.
Oh,
So
perfect.
yeah, so I mean, he's kind of a hard one to make plans with. He has so much going on all the time. So he's a busy guy.
He has a nickname in the band, so his name's Kevin, which a lot of people mispronounce as Kevin.
Uh-huh.
But we actually have a nickname. It's Devin.
Devin?
Because it's like Diva and Kevin
Oh.
mixed together. Because he's like the busy one, and he's all swept up.
In the fame that he's getting right now.
Yes, exactly. No, we're happy for him.
He is. No, he is. He's getting really popular, and rightfully so. I love his music. I don't know if you guys have heard, but I've actually praised him pretty highly on this show a little bit. Like, played a lot of his music and love that kid. Never met him personally yet. I was a little bummed when he didn't show up, but I'm happy as hell that you guys made it. Been working this out since February.
Yeah.
I went and looked through my messages, and we've been
we've
trying to
been
plan
so
this since
busy.
February. So yeah, I'm glad. It's cool you guys have been busy. So yeah, let's get some introductions here, get the names down, and we'll talk a little bit about you guys and get some songs played. So
Brian Bingham.
Brian Bingham, what you do in the band, Brian?
One of the lead singers, and I play guitar.
Do you guys all take turns on vocals?
We all sing, yeah.
Okay,
So we
yeah.
do a lot of 4-part and 3 and 4-part harmonies for sure.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. My name is Sarah Littledrum, and I am the ukulele in the group. which
The
means-
ukulele? I like
the
that.
ukulele. It's a tenor ukulele, and I do the lead vocals as well. And
Okay, so you're the lead vocals.
no, well, it's lead vocals as in
Excuse me.
leads, but we alternate leads, and a lot of songs we do dual harmonies.
Okay, so-
and we share and switch off pretty much.
So you guys don't really have a leader.
Right? No,
It's,
no.
you
Yeah.
guys are a group, a team.
Full anarchy. Yeah.
That's cool. Full.
actually just
I'm the
that.
leader. Cool. Right on.
She's a secret weapon.
So hello, my name is Gypsyette.
Hello, Gypsyette. Welcome. Thanks for coming. So, and you played the
I
mandolin.
play the mandolin, the guitar, and the violin.
Right on. So you're multi-instrument.
The
You guys.
actual lead.
Yeah.
She's the lead player.
Oh, you're the lead. Oh, so you're the lead instrumentalist. The lead. Right on. Cool. So you guys all stick to your instruments, and she does 3,
No.
or do you guys all sort of
really.
swap?
Yeah, I
And
do. I also have a tenor guitar, octave mandolin, and a banjo that I play.
so where's your percussion come from?
Just kind
Oh, you guys just sort of do your own little. You guys are sort of
Yeah,
a.
it's
That
bass
ne-
heavy.
You see that necklace right there?
Oh, there it
So I
is.
get my name Sarah Littledrum.
Love
But yeah,
it.
we have started working in washboard. I've been learning. So it's like pretty basic now, and it's just sometimes on one song. But I'd like to work that in more. But we really like to focus on like the tones of the music
Yeah.
and the balancing, and really having the melodic kind of stuff blending.
Mhm.
So for us, it's easier to not have that. I mean, we love rhythm. And
It's
but
easier to
Kevin
not
keeps
have
us-
something keeping you forced
Right,
into
yeah.
time because
He-
you get sporadic and.
Yeah,
Right
we
on.
like to flow with it. I'd say it's more just like the listening thing.
Gotcha.
'Cause, like so much of the project is just about like that
The silence in between.
pureness of it. Yeah.
Now I listened to a lot of you guys back at the beginning of the year when I was first talking to you. I gotta admit, it's been a few months since I've heard a whole lot because I'm literally talking to bands every single day these days. So, what's been going on since February? I mean, what new stuff has been
Actually,
released?
Some new stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a handful of new songs.
Mhm.
Just been booking like crazy, which is a lot of fun. Just trying to get our name out.
Just
there.
gigging?
Like,
Oh, I'm turning
it's more
me up.
about.
I mean to turn you up and all of a sudden I talk my microphone, blast me eardrums out. There we go. All right, go ahead. sorry.
Yeah, we're trying to. I mean, we're just trying to get the name out there, trying to
Yeah.
get people to know who we are. We have a good response when people do hear us, so
Yeah,
it's
we've
Oh,
never
totally,
about
yeah.
getting to more people. That's what we
Yeah.
what we've done.
One of the things that we worked on this year is we recorded a live album. So a lot of the videos that you probably saw on YouTube, Brian also has a background in film and
Oh,
editing
cool.
and sound editing, which is super awesome.
That is super
so,
awesome.
we did a live
Saves you
album.
guys a lot of money for production work and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And it's donation based, and we've been handing it out at shows. And we just finished that a few months ago. So that was between now and February, which is a big deal, which is nice because it's the more current sound. And then we actually, Brian and I, we all write songs in the band, but for the band it was mainly Brian's stuff when he first found us and got us together. And then recently we started writing songs together from scratch, so it's been so fun to evolve the sound.
Yeah, but it's
really
good, and it's good that
them.
you started with some basic songs to start with, rather, because a lot of bands who just get together, which is fine, they do a lot of cover stuff,
right?
But it's awesome that you were able to start with original stuff that was already written, and you didn't have to
released an album on my own, and the album was called Backyard Revival, which is kind of what led into this.
Oh, okay, so your album wasn't,
so
okay, that's cool.
We had 12 songs that were brand new released that we could do, that I had already written and established over the last couple of years, so it was kind of nice to get into, like you said, just to dive in and already have, like, I think the first show we did was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, your first show was 3 hours long?
Yeah, like as
we
a
were
band.
And I showed up without a practice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I had my...
So that was your first
met her
rehearsal,
on
was your
stage.
3-hour
Yeah.
live show? Oh, wow.
She met Kevin and Sarah that day, for sure.
So you guys have been basically the same lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole time,
Since
yeah.
then, yeah.
When did you,
That was
I mean...
May of last year.
So you were doing stuff for a few years yourself as a solo guy. You released something called Backyard Revival, and invited these lovely youngsters into your band, and now you are Backyard Revival.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. Well, let's get a little bit of background from you. I mean, where you guys all live in the same town? You're all from the Salt Lake Valley, right?
Kevin's from Ogden, but the rest of us live in Salt Lake.
Kevin lives in Ogden.
Yeah.
That's a good thing he didn't have to drive here then. It's
that's
clear
part
across
of
the
the
state
reason.
almost, yeah, seriously. So
Well, our gig right after this is in Ogden too.
Yeah.
I'm so this is going to be aired tomorrow, so we won't be able to promote your gig tonight, but I do want to point out and whatever shows you have coming up.
Anybody that's listening to this?
Yeah, we are 100% predicting that it was an awesome show. They kicked ass. He got some panties thrown on his face, I think.
At least once a week.
Yeah.
Boxers too.
And boxers, yeah. That's awesome. Does it land on do the boxers land on your face perfectly so your nose is sticking out?
Yeah.
You can just sit there and keep playing. That's my dream. That's what I've always wanted to have.
Brian doesn't know one time a butterfly landed on your guitar.
That is
And on your
magical.
nose.
Yeah.
That is
For like 3
and on your
songs.
nose?
On my nose. Yeah.
Tell me you have footage of that.
I
No.
don't know about the nose footage, but I do have a picture. So, because I had my capo, and so the butterfly just stayed on this side of the capo for like 3 songs. And then
Well,
so
it was
I had
like
to,
in the vibrations, huh?
Yeah,
That's cool.
We played this this year's the first year we're not playing it, but the Conservation Gardens in West Jordan. They like have us every year, and they do a butterfly release halfway through the set.
Oh, do they?
It's
The
gorgeous.
best.
That's
It was
cool.
fun, yeah.
I grew up in West Jordan. I miss
Yeah.
it out there. I love West Jordan.
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, I am probably biased. I think if I was to look at it through someone else's eyes, it's probably turning into a dump these days. But I love the.
I think Utah's pretty beautiful though.
Yeah. Oh, Utah's gorgeous. Yeah, Utah's
Better than
gorgeous.
Jersey.
I mean,
they fixed the roads.
yeah, you
They
can't.
fixed
You.
things.
Yeah, if I think the roads were fixed 15 years ago. I think they're just trying to screw with us now.
I was
But
remarkable.
you moved. You transplanted to Utah, Sarah, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you came from where?
Yeah, so my parents were Jersey transplants who eloped to the hills of Pennsylvania to start their family.
Nice.
And I was born in Damascus, Pennsylvania, in a little hospital that was whatever. And I grew up there, and I went to college out in Pennsylvania. And then an ex-boyfriend of mine, we were dating at the time, he got an offer to go to school out here for free for a PhD. And I knew nothing about Utah. But then when I moved here, I just loved the pace of things and the openness of the people, and I see this burgeoning city developing. So for me, it was the perfect time to just jump in and start music, because the scene here is, like the small lake city thing. It's
Yeah,
very
exactly.
connected, very
Yeah.
supportive, and it really allowed me to bloom here. And so I've been loving it for the past couple years, and definitely want to keep it as a home base. Like, we all want to tour and travel quite a bit. We want flexibility in our lives, but I can see it being like a home base for a while.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good home base. I mean, if you want to expand and become rich and famous, it's probably not where you want to stay forever and
Yeah.
ever. But it's a good place to settle and work on your music. A lot of good artists out here, and a lot of good people looking for good artists out here.
Yeah, I
so-
still have years of practice before I feel like I'm ready to dive in. And
Hey.
I have no problem just dabbling.
takes-
I
yeah.
figure we'll just hit different cities as we go, do little mini tours, and then if one really captures us, or if we get called somewhere, then I'll consider it. But
So did you do music? Both of you guys. Did you guys both do music before you came into Backyard Revival?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in like other bands, you're like, oh yeah, I can tell. Your music is like your life. I can tell. Huh? Yeah.
How old were you when you started?
It's like -2.
In the womb.
A -2.
There's some really great pictures of when you were on stage. Were you 4 or
Yeah,
something?
I know. I was like 6 when I was
6,
on my
okay.
first
She
stage.
just looked like she was 4.
6 years
What
old.
were you
Yeah.
doing? What were you doing at 6 on stage? Playing something? Playing
I
the.
was doing a pioneer reenactment with my parents in Sacramento, California.
Oh, so you're into acting and
So-
stuff too.
A little bit. I did mostly pioneer reenactments.
Right on. So you've always just been a performer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The
Always
stage is your friend.
Yeah.
That's good.
Had
That's
a family
good.
band growing up and always went to bluegrass festivals. And
Family band would be pretty cool. I was the only one that could do anything like that in my family, so I was.
I know,
had just
family
the,
band would be so cool.
I had just the opposite. I was being told to be quiet all the time. Keep it down.
Drums or guitar were you?
What was that?
Was it drums?
No, it was just guitar.
Oh, but
Yeah.
they were lucky.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Seriously, drums wouldn't have happened. but no, that's cool. So, and you've lived here your whole life.
No, I
Oh,
grew
cool.
up in Victorville, California.
Oh, sweet. So, how long have you lived here?
About 5 years now.
Right on.
Salt Lake.
What brought you out here?
Just family.
Just family?
Yeah.
Right on. Well, and you grew up in Victorville, California?
Mhm.
Where's Victorville located? Say as opposed to like.
SoCal, like
So yeah,
Malvern,
southern.
North Village,
Right on. Cool.
Or
Somewhere out there. So.
somewhere out there. San Bernardino
Inland though,
County.
right?
Yeah, it's inland.
Right on.
By
So.
Apple Valley. You might be familiar with that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sarah, if you already answered this, but how long have you lived here?
About 4 years.
About 4 years. So you guys
Yeah.
both have been here
Yeah, I
about the
didn't
same,
realize it's only 4
roughly the
years.
same amount of time, about a
Yeah.
year more, about a year longer. You. So cool. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it out here. I'm
And
glad
I'm
you guys
really-
are doing something with yourselves out here. I mean, it's
Right.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really inspiring being able, especially as musicians. I know, like, it's really a difficult, every career, every life is very difficult, but music is particularly difficult,
Especially right now.
when you feel like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous and maybe not like logical or smart. So having like a community where you actually know the people in the community and care about those people to sing to is like what it's about. So it's really nice having to be in Salt Lake City and to get to tour in places like Ogden and stuff, and where people like appreciate the music. Because I feel like if I was near New York and I've lived in New York, I've lived in Boston and Columbus and Pittsburgh, but when you just feel like you're shouting into the void.
Yeah. Exactly.
And with some people, they want fame, they want success, and I do want to be successful, but I also realize that it's really about like the experience like that music gives you is really the gift of music. Like,
Yeah, and I mean it'd be nice to be financially stable off of
Yeah.
music,
It
but
would.
at the same time, just like you said though, but there's a point to where being financially stable and where you're just getting lost in the void, like you said, there's got to be a fine line in between there, and especially now being a musician, and I've said this a lot, with music being basically free everywhere.
Yeah.
People
It's
expect
it's really in order to make any financial statement in your life on it, you'd really need to pound the pavement and get out there and play a lot of shows, and it's not selling albums anymore because albums are free. So it's
Exactly.
basically selling merch and getting people to come to shows. So
Yeah.
Well, and so this live album that we did is on CD, and I can't believe how many people are like, oh, I don't have a player, and it's like, I mean, I'm from
don't have
high
a
school, so
CD
like-
player.
player,
Yeah.
It's like,
See,
oh,
I always have, so that
Because
doesn't
you
seem
can
weird to me, but I
get
can
it
see that.
online. So we have it
Yeah.
on our website and stuff too. But it was just, I was surprised at that kind of response, like how many people were like, "Oh, I get it, but I don't have a."
I don't have a CD player. Yeah, I've always had one. So yeah. I mean, that seems weird to me too, but I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, 100%. But so let's talk a little bit about what's coming up in the future for you guys. Then, I mean, this will be up in time to talk about any shows you have coming up from here on out. So what do you guys have in the plan, or what do you guys have planned in the bucket, we should say?
The next.
So we have next week we're playing the John Powell River Festival, which is really
John
kind of
Wesley
cool.
Powell.
Wesley
John
Powell,
Wesley
yeah.
Powell.
John
thank
Wesley
you.
Powell
I was like,
River
there's
Festival.
one more word.
I
in
know
there.
Wesley Powell
It's a
River
long
Festival.
name.
Yeah, before the headliner.
Where's that?
It's down in Vernal.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so that'll
Right
be
on.
really fun.
Friday night.
We have a bunch of gigs at different festivals that we're playing.
Yeah, I can talk about
We
it.
love like
Yeah.
different backyard
Right on.
shows, things like that. It's like
You do backyard shows?
That's
Oh, yeah.
kind of where the
All
name
the time.
came
Is that
from.
why? Is that kind of what your
Yeah.
focus was when you?
It's really
Kinda, yeah.
well. I don't know about focus, but it's that we love it.
Oh, okay,
So like
cool.
any
We
chance
enjoy
we get
it.
to, we're gonna take that.
Right on.
Those personalized concerts.
you
where,
just-
yeah.
They're in the middle of it all.
And your
It's
guys'
fun.
music is all available on all the platforms, I'm
It
guessing,
is.
right?
All
of
that
course.
stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
I do want to talk about The next one that would be relevant for everybody is July 12th and 13th, and it's a local festival. It's the second year. It's called Incandescence. You may have been hearing about it.
Yeah, I've seen it around here.
It's been a project. I was part of it last year. It was a great experience, but there was a lot of kinks to work out. But one of the great things about it is, more than any other, especially local festival that I've seen, it's blending like almost 50-50 electronic and acoustic music,
cool.
live music. So the lineup and just the experience, I think, is going to be so refreshing and exciting. And yeah, we're really excited about that. We're going to be playing on the 12th on Friday night with Backyard, and then I'm part of another project called Year of the Dog, and we're playing on Saturday. So doing a doubleheader at that time, and I'm excited about it.
Sweet. So you're playing in 2 bands in one night, is what you're saying?
Oh, well, 2 days. The same festival.
So 2 days, but same festival.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm in Year of the Dog as well.
You're in Year of the Dog as well?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that for a second then. Year of the Dog. What do we got going on there?
It's basically my experimental project.
Experimental,
Yes. It's where
electronic, acoustic, like whatever.
Who's all involved with that?
So my boyfriend and I, Dan Muir, he's part of Super Bubble. He's the percussionist of that local band. If you know Simply Be, that's his.
I've seen and heard all of these.
Yeah. And yeah, so we met and started dating about a year ago. We both loved music. We play a lot of different instruments in this project, and we both play baritone ukuleles, the concertina. I play the accordion a little bit, and then we started mixing in like looping and electronic stuff, and now it's kind of formed into this
intricate
psych gypsy folk thing.
Yeah.
She's playing. She has a vintage Gibson. What is it?
I've got a Gibson Falcon amplifier that I'm using, so it sounds really cool, and I have a resonator guitar.
Vintage.
And it just it's very unique sounding.
It's basically our passionate
she says
project.
I sound like
That's
the Grateful
cool.
Dead.
Yeah, no, her guitar playing is really dope in it. And basically, me and Dan, we're not as intricate as Gypsy Ed is in her like soloing style. So there's like a lot of space in the project. Like we work well together in that way, which is nice for her to just like shred on it. But it's basically where a lot of my Sarah Little Drum original stuff has kind of gotten melded into.
Okay.
Because I was doing a lot of like just ukulele songs before, but you know, I wanted music that was a little bit more.
And is this stuff you guys have recorded and have?
We're recording now.
You're recording now.
So yeah, it's an early on project. Yeah, watch for it. It's probably about 3 months.
We just did a little photo shoot though.
Yes, we did.
Nice. How did that go?
It was fun.
It was really fun.
Those are awesome. I like them. We do that for bands as well, and that's one of our favorite things to do.
Yeah.
It's such a fun experience.
It's a blast.
It's like you just go out there and play.
We went out to the mountains, and yeah, it's just like a nice, I don't know what to describe. It's gonna be awesome.
It is.
I'm just kind of waiting to get the sound, because if you don't have that to hold on to, people don't really know.
You're still trying to figure out exactly where you land.
The niche and marketing and things like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, that can cause a problem if you don't do that, because there's some really good bands that don't get signed because they can't fit anywhere.
Right.
Exactly.
And I actually know of one in particular. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Villbillies. Amazing band, but
cool.
but they had a hard time getting signed because they don't know how to label them, because they're a country rap weird thing,
so unique,
but they're awesome. But yeah, it's good that you guys are finding that footing before you go out there and try to do a whole lot.
And it's great with the Backyard Revival, because Brian has been developing this sound and the professionalism and the system and the fan base and things like that. That it's like totally different. You know, we do tour and get a lot of paid gigs through Backyard and things like that. And then Year of the Dog can be more of just,
you can bring
music
it along
for music
with you.
stakes. Eventually, but it's not as much pressure because
it's, like you said, it's your passion project.
Yeah,
it's something that you are working on passionately rather than as a job trying to make money off of right now.
And this is very much a passion project too.
Well, music always is. Bands always are.
It's nice to have something that is like, this is what I do, and like this is our music, and you can check it out.
So what do you guys do, if you don't mind talking about it? I don't know why you would, but what do you guys do outside of music? Like, what are your day jobs?
Doing stuff out of music.
That's I don't. Well.
So I've been an established filmmaker for a few years too.
An established filmmaker?
Yeah.
Right on. What have you made?
Unknown Prophet Pictures is this. It's basically my college best friend and I got together and made this little project. But so we do a lot of music videos because that's just where I come from. And as I came in, I started to do a lot of the editing and a lot of the stuff that my music stuff transferred over to. Like recording music's a lot like doing film. Well, editing music's a lot like editing film. So we do a lot of music videos. We did one short that was, I had this dream, and then the dream was so cool I wrote a song about it, and the story in the dream was so cool that I wrote a short about it. So we ended up doing this like 11-minute short.
That was a very effective dream.
Yeah, it just kept paying off year after year.
The dream that kept on giving.
Yeah, and so that's Unknown Profit Pictures. You can there's unknownprofitpictures.com, but also like you just go to our YouTube page and that's got all of it.
Unknown Profit Pictures. Cool. Right on. Spelled just like it's
Profit PH.
Profit PH.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
So that's kind of, so I do a lot of film stuff. I'm also wanting to, like, I'm in the beginning stages of starting a podcast.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's fun, dude. Do it.
Yeah.
All right. Right on. How about you guys? If you don't want my
Yeah.
share.
No, I used to do marketing. That was what I was trained to do in school, and then I hated it.
Yeah.
No, I loved it, but it was soul sucking, and like I can't do anything like 10%. I had to do 100%, and I
Gotcha.
couldn't balance that. So then I was a server for a while at a vegan restaurant. I'm a vegan. And now I'm doing mainly just full-time music right now.
Oh, cool. So you're doing it full time.
Yeah, and I also am a dancer. I'm a hula hooper, and I did burlesque for a little bit. Experimented with that. I do some modeling. I just started getting into it. I got my first paid gig this year. But
You with any agency or anything?
no, I've gotten
freelance?
contacted a little bit, but just like freelance stuff.
Cool.
I shot some. It was a photo stock for. It was Salt Lake Magazine. A friend of mine hired me for that. And just recently, I actually debuted a fashion line called Morbid Orchid. And so now I'm officially a fashion designer as
Morbid
well.
Orchid.
Morbid
I love
Orchid,
that.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It's,
Cool.
it
So-
inspires by nature.
So, okay. So, kind of like what you're wearing in your hair. Is that what you're,
Yeah,
is that
this
what you're showing me?
dress, I do like a spray dye technique, and I take like thrift store stuff and then cut it apart and sew it back together in different ways.
Nice.
Right now it's more of like a festival stage clothing line because I like to wear very showy stuff. So the money kind of aspect of it is still being worked out, but I would like to do it like if we start going on tours more, it would be a great thing to bring with me because if you're
For
at a festival
sure.
playing music and then you can have a booth as well.
That would be huge at like a festival style, like
Yeah.
outdoor park type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Liberty Park here type of a thing. Like
Yeah.
people would flock to something like that.
Yeah, and it's a really fun way. It's always been a really big passion for me to just express myself and bring art into more things, and I'm really passionate about like body positivity and things like that. So
Cool.
working in fashion, I think, would be a way for me to directly kind of impact women and men self-image.
Sweet. Yeah. Cool. Right on. So far we're all entrepreneurs here. This is awesome.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Don't let the man suck your soul. Go for it, man. How about you?
Well,
It's a corporate job.
She's actually the suit. You win.
So I'm an artist, and I just kind of do whatever comes at me. Like I've collaborated with Sarah a little bit, doing some modeling, like just getting into everything.
So you just-
and
Freelance your way
Freelance
financially as
artist,
well.
yeah.
Sweet, dude.
Visual art.
I love that. I love seeing
painter.
people do that because seriously, jobs are good for a while, but they suck
They
your
suck.
life away. And yeah.
And I'm open.
I'm not advocating not having a job and being unemployed. That's not what I'm doing here. But entrepreneurship is a whole different ball game. But yeah, anyway. So really quickly before we get into your music here, I don't want to keep you guys too late. You do have a show tonight, but what's your podcast going to be about? What would you like your podcast to be about?
It's going to be.
Let me turn you back up here. Sorry.
It's more about like I want to like interview people and get their stories and their perspectives, because I like that how everybody's perspective affects their outlook on their life and like
Perspective on
so
what?
I want to get a lot of like their past stories and like all the stories that kind of build up to who they are now.
So just literally life stories.
Basically,
So
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
You're not no theme, just life stories.
more or less. Yeah,
Very
yeah.
original. Very cool. I
Yeah,
like that.
no, I mean it's like all the podcasts I listen to were all interview based, and so they like you get to know people, and especially when they're like Mark Maron's, like he interviews a bunch of famous people, and so you kind of get their perspective and how human they are, and how I can relate to that, and that's what I've always liked. So I kind of want to do that on a local
Mark Maron's
scale.
good at digging out the human in people, dude. He's
pulls
very
it
good at
out,
that. Yes,
yeah,
he
for
does.
sure.
He's very
Yeah.
good at that. I enjoy probably entertainment-wise, watching Joe Rogan a little bit more just because he's more,
Well,
but when it comes to getting real stuff and being real, Mark's awesome,
sure.
dude.
My favorite right now is Dak Shepard's, the Armchair Expert.
I have not seen Dak Shepard. I love Dak Shepard, but I haven't seen his podcast.
It's like
I didn't even know he
Mark
had one.
Maron 2.0.
Is it?
Because he has an anthropology degree, and so his study of humans is like makes the interview so intense. Sorry, I can get
Oh no, you're good. I was just saying I don't know the names, but I love anthropology.
Have you
and that makes
Dak
sense
Shepard?
for-
Have you seen?
Sounds so familiar.
He's an actor.
He's in. Have you seen Parenthood, the TV
No,
show?
no.
Let's go to prison. That's all I can think. Anyway, all right.
I'll show you a
but-
picture. You'll know him.
Cool.
Yeah, you'll know what Dak Shepard is.
Yeah. So mine's gonna be called Long Story Long.
Cool.
My
Cool.
little take on it.
Right on. Well, man, if you ever have one of those blank days where you're like, shit, I need someone on, you know how to get a hold of me, bro.
Yeah,
I love being on. Well, I have yet to be on one, but I would love to be on someone else's podcast.
Definitely.
I was trying. You guys know the Spo Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was invited onto that, and I still might go on to that.
Oh,
but
definitely go. Yeah, they're nice over there.
I do like Dave
Yeah.
a lot. So anyway, cool. Well, how about we set you guys up and play some
Cool,
tunes,
let's
huh?
do it.
Let's do it.
So what are we gonna hear? What's the first one? Just since we have the mics on.
Walked in. That's
Yeah.
a good start.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, let's set you up. Alrighty, we're ready to go. So what's the first song you guys are gonna play?
So this song's called Walked In, and it's the first song that Sarah and I wrote together.
Oh, cool.
It's
right
got a
on.
really
So
cool
it's
story,
so it's kind of a landmark song. You said it has a
Yeah.
cool
It is.
story.
Yeah.
What's the story?
Yeah. So my boyfriend has this famous Christmas party every year at the house, and it's a huge party, and it's called the After Family Friends Christmas Extravaganza. And
Very easy to remember and say.
Yeah, it flows off the tip of the tongue. And long story short, our roommate at the time had been through a breakup and was kind of in a state of, like mourning and just. Yeah, we felt bad for him, obviously. I mean, whenever anybody goes through a breakup or a divorce, it's hard.
Yeah, for sure.
And he was just kind of in this mode, and he wasn't really feeling social for like a few months or whatnot. And then this party came, but he had no choice to be there because he was at the house. And so he was just kind of like wandering around, kind of like seeming a little bit awkward. And he like goes out to grab a beer or something, and he comes back, and there's this girl sitting down on his really nice piano, because he's a piano player. Really nice piano, drinking a glass of wine, like all over the piano and stuff. And like I was like, and then he sits down next to her, and next thing like we know, they're singing and playing music, and then another glass of wine, and then all night they don't like leave each other's side, and then they just immediately started dating, moved in together, and fell in love. And I was so inspired
There
by
you go.
their story that we decided to do a storytelling thing through her and his perspective.
Right on. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Walked in, I was playing your piano. You told me you said go step on my dream. You would have guessed we would have drank that bottle of wine. Never looked back, never looked back. I was fine all by myself. No need for love or anything else. Sing my song when I'm alone. But at this stage, I'm ready for a duo. Here you go. The doors ajar. Don't be scared of going fast. Better than going nowhere at all.
Walked in, who's this girl on my piano? Hey you, I must insist on your attention. Is it safe to assume the girl of my dreams is right here in the room? In the room.
I was fine all by myself. No need for love or anything else. Sing my song when I'm alone. But at this stage, I'm ready for a duo. Here you go. The doors ajar. Don't be scared.
cow. You guys sound so good together.
Thank
Your
you.
voices are amazing. Wow, those are some
you.
sick harmonies. Seriously,
Thank you.
I'm not blowing any smoke. That was beautiful. That gave me chills.
Thank you.
I'm excited for more. What else are we gonna hear?
Should we do yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're the mandolin.
Since I have the
Nice.
mandolin,
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
Which you let fire on, by the way. That was
That's the
awesome.
first time she's ever played that song on mandolin.
Yeah,
Really?
I usually
Yeah.
play the violin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, well, here we go. Let's hear. Let's be amazed again. Let's do it.
Okay.
So this is a love song. This is one of those songs where we're one of those situations where you kind of become best friends with somebody, then you fall in love with them,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like this. I gotta say something. I gotta do. Is that what?
That's how we are. We lucked out that way. I think that's the way you should do it.
So this
Anyway,
song's
cool.
called Yours.
Nice.
Hey, you were my best friend, better than anyone I've ever met. I got my eye on you, but as much as that means, I trade it all in a heartbeat for the chance for more. My heart is yours. Your silence keeps me guessing. You think I've learned my lesson. Despite it all, I fall deeper for you, day by day, pretending like I'm not crazy about you. It's starting to feel like an untruth. And baby, if you need some proof, there's nothing I won't do. But if you don't feel the same, trust that I'll go away, and you can leave me the blame, babe. I'll take it all. Though my odds are not great, it's a chance I had to take, because it's you.
Wow. Holy cow. I felt like I should be rolling a meatball towards you with my nose and
Yeah.
sucking spaghetti and kissing.
If it's a Boca meatball, I just go. Take it.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah,
yeah.
a tofu
you're
ball.
good.
Sorry.
No, that's good. I'm Italian too. Meatballs is fine.
Right on, guys, amazing and
Aw.
excellent, and definitely have time for one more if you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
Ooh.
What are you thinking?
Well,
So many options.
yeah.
I don't know if I want.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want blindsided
What are
actually.
you
Kind of boiling point? Can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boiling point.
Yeah.
Right on. And on
It's
just
a little
to.
bit louder.
That's okay. I'll work with you over here. And just to
think so.
solidify, all of this is available for our viewers to find when
Yes.
they hear and obviously love the songs. Okay.
Beautiful.
Backyardrevival.com.
Cool. Right on.
Spotify,
And
YouTube.
these are all on the live album kit too.
Oh, sweet. So these
Come
are
to
all
one of our shows, grab one.
nice.
Yeah, we'll drop it off to you too.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Small
sweet,
fee.
sweet.
Yeah, for a small.
Yeah, no problem.
Lots of lemonade.
$3,000.
Okay.
Gotta make up for all those album sales that are not happening.
Hey, one day, man. You guys are killing it.
I just found a note wrote 10 years ago for me to read. When a man inside has grown, he's so excited he couldn't hide it. Be the man he thought I'd be, but the course is falling short. Ashamed if we can
Feel like I'm boiling under me. Stuck in this life I never thought I'd leave. And I'm broken and I'm bleeding out. Hey, yeah. Ooh, thought I could see myself, but my fate turning to doubt.
I trumped a burning man. I'm searching through the bush, and I studied like a champ. But
My brain has turned to mush.
overthought it, overshot it.
Never seemed to hit my mark. Dropped a dime for my future,
But I'm
they have bought the fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like I'm boiling under me. Stuck in this life I never thought I'd be.
and I'm
Broken and I'm bleeding out. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, thought I could see myself, but my fate turned me to that. Feel like I'm boiling underneath. Stuck in this life I never thought I'd leave. And I'm broken and I'm bleeding out. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, thought I could see myself, but my fate turned into doubt.
Ow! Damn! Holy cow! You guys are amazing. Wow! Heck yeah! You guys are killing it. Let's all give a shout out and blow a kiss to Kevin for not being here. Should we bite? Kevin, you missed out, brother. Hopefully you can make it on this whole solo thing we're trying to work out, but miss you, bro. All right, sweet. We are out of time. You guys got to get cleaned up and get going so you're not late to your show. Thank you so much for coming and making it out here. Let me turn my volume back up so we can hear what I'm saying. There we go. excellent music, guys. Excellent music,
you.
excellent voices, talented group of folks. So
Thank you.
good luck in
It was
all
a
your
pleasure.
endeavors, and keep me posted with all the releases and stuff so we can play them on the music episodes, and come back and keep me posted when you guys are out there doing some more stuff, okay?
Sounds great.
Right on.
Awesome.
All right, guys, if you want to get a hold of me, you know how to do it. NotSoFarProductions@gmail.com. We add Backyard Revival. They were wonderful, so be sure to like this, comment, subscribe, and check out the next one. Thanks, guys. Peace.
The Kid Band Company, the Kid Band Company, the Kid Band Company, the Kid Band Company, entertainment.